You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon today. I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Tian He Hui by Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, we're up, and let's go. Alright. No! The other man, who was powerless to stop this, could only shout heartbreakingly as he witnessed the scene of despair unfold. The pale moon veiled the land in sorrow, while the blood-red moon made this moment even more terrifying. Crunch. Under the dim light and spilling fluid, a red rustic mist began spreading throughout the forest. And such calamities are known by the people today as the Demon Calamity. Just looking at the book makes one's fur and bones shiver. I'm glad we don't have to deal with these in our age and time. The book mentioned that other than smaller ones, most demon beasts no longer act in pacts. On normal occasions, having a large-scale outburst of demon beasts is rare, so the chance of demon calamity happening again is very unlikely. Why do you know so much about this? It's not me who knows much, it's just you, bro. You don't read books much. I closed the book and exhaled slightly, reflecting upon the dangers our ancestors braved through to keep living in this world, and our own reason to keep living in this world they left behind. Under the warm light, I closed my eyes and yawned, and a droplet of tears began to flow down the corner from my eyes. Ugh. Ugh. Everybody's yawning. The crunching sound between the wheel and the weathered, bumpy road. Oh god, making me yawn now. Jesus. Road echoed within the dark interiors of the carriage. An elongated yawn of two individuals filled the air with sleepiness. Krelno and I weren't able to resist the sleepiness from riding a carriage for such a long duration. Krelno flicked his tail out of boredom for a while before quickly stopping. Right beside him is a bamboo slip scroll that he already read through many times, shaking along with the bumpy ride. He forced a smile at the boredom and impatience he's feeling at the situation. Heh, seems like yawning is contagious after all. Speaking of yawning, I just remembered something about yawning being terrifyingly contagious. Look, because of you, now I'm infected with this deadly yawning disease too. I expect some medical compensation from you. I rolled my eyes at Krelno. I thought demon kinds had perfect immunity against poison and sickness. So how are you getting infected by this tiny disease, then? Good lord, you've even learned to counter-question me now. Heh, I'm an avid reader, after all. You can't trick me with such little deceits. Krelno stretched within this narrow room. Seeing him like that, I too began rolling my shoulders and stretched my tendons. How about you roll the curtain up? The wind blowing on us should keep us better awake. Sounds good. I reached out to the front curtain of the carriage and slowly pulled it apart. An orange glow entered the carriage, giving the gloomy interior a lazy and cozy atmosphere. A clean, long note from a bird's cry echoed in the distant sky, with its presence resembling a small dot in the dust-coated golden sky, before disappearing into the edge of the world, where the night approaches from behind the carriage. I leaned my head out to feel the blowing cold winds in the front. Waves after waves of coldness blew over my face, like a cooling silk layered over my fur. This comforting feeling made me squint my eyes. Sure feels nice having cold winds on my face. In front of me, a dark-coated, white-haired dragon sitting in a steadfast posture can be seen, driving the carriage. What's with you acting like an origin species? Getting a little atavistic? A word from Mosaic completely slammed me back to shape. Can't help it, this is just natural instincts. Don't lean your head out that far. I'm afraid you will get even more idiotic if your head hits a tree. Fine, you have a point. By the way, Mosaic, you've been driving the carriage all day. Are you sure you don't want to come in for a rest? I said that as I moved and sat in front of the coach. No need for that. I am not tired. Then how about you give me the map and let me handle the driving? Perhaps I can alleviate a little pressure off of you. With your sense of direction, are you planning to drive us all the way into the great unknown? We're already out here on a mission together. Can't you say nice things along the way for once? Seriously, acknowledge my personal abilities, even for just one bit. He won't accept my help either, so naturally he'll refuse yours too. While saying that, Krelno moved himself to the front of the carriage as well. But still, as Tian He Hui's doctor, I highly suggest you come in and rest for a bit. Maintaining such posture for a long time will severely damage your muscles. I know. And you can't always rely on the prescribed medicines. I'm made for you to cure your body, right? So please, do try and give your body some care. You don't have to stress about this. I know my limits and I have proper self-control. Seeing Mosai's stubborn demeanor, Krelno sighed and decided to put this topic behind us. Since his words of advice wouldn't work, he changed the topic and began asking again. How long till we arrive? In about 3/4 of an hour. We're almost there then. Finally, I will get more moldy if I continue sitting in this carriage any longer. Now that I think about it, I'm really tied by fate with Ji Zhao. Just left it that day before, and now I'm back here today. Fate's a tricky matter. You can't escape it when it comes for you. Don't describe fate in such a scary manner. That just makes fate sound like a haunting ghost of some kind. Heh. Well, we aren't here to slay ghosts or something similar. Wait. Well, aren't we here to slay ghosts or something similar? Yeah, I really hope our mission here can be done without any further complications. After all, it's my first field mission with you guys, and I'm still more or less nervous about all this. You just do your portion of duty well. Leave the demon beast fighting to us. I can totally fight, okay? Morning, Sally. After getting accustomed to the time in the Ji Kingdom, my sleep quality improved greatly and my nightmares lessened. Of course, those chi restoration pills Chrono made helped a lot with this. Good morning, Tex. After waking up in the morning, I began wandering around the courtyards to see what everyone's doing, but I couldn't find anyone, not even their shadows. Just as I was wondering where everyone went, I heard conversing voices in the parlor and realized where everyone was. 1 second, y'all. Y'all, and we are back. Okay. Mosea, Chrono, and Sally were sitting around the table while lowering their heads, focusing on the letter placed at the center of the table, pondering about something. Yo, morning, Tex. Chrono glanced at me and waved hello. What a surprise. Why is everyone here in the parlor so early in the morning? And speaking of which, where's Tianhehui and Baiyu anyway? I haven't seen them around either. Weren't they sent to Ji Zhao by the Master to continue the investigation about the Markless? Did you forget? Which is why they left before the sun rose. As you already know, the trip to Ji Zhao from here takes at least a day. Oh. But you came in just in time. We were discussing about something here as well. Mosea leaned away, leaving me an opening at the table. We received an emergency request this morning from the Liquan town of Ji Zhao region, and now we're discussing our next course of actions regarding it. I walked forth and picked up the letter from the table. On a first look, the messy handwriting made it hard to interpret what's written on it, but upon closer examination, one can still read the content within. Is this a commission letter for this mission? Read it yourself. I began quickly skimming the letter, trying to extract key information between the lines, and then list them out in my mind. Everyone in Tian Hui, I'm truly sorry for sending such a request in these trying times. I am He Hui Sheng, though I am uncertain if any of you remember me. Even if I am forgotten, it is fine, for I have attached the bookmark gifted for me 2 years ago with this letter. The words upon the letter felt like they were written in a panicking state, with the writer barely controlling his trembling hand as he wrote each of them. Just the night before, we had a demon calamity occurring in our beloved Liquan town. We have deployed some able men to help defend our people, but unfortunately we were unable to defeat the demon beasts and instead suffered heavy casualties out of this. We've reported this to the local government on the next day. They said they would dispatch us to the royal courts, but after that there were no further news. They kept their doors shut, offering no help nor granting us a chance for an audience. With our hands tied, I must plead to everyone of Tian Hui for assistance. Please help us, and resolve this calamity once and for all. The age of the 7 sages has long passed, but the demon beasts never truly disappeared from this world. These terrifying existences remained as the scourge of civilizations, the nightmares of the people. What about the authenticity of this request? What if this commission's a trap? Regarding that, you have no need to worry about it. The sender is actually one of our familiar clients from 2 years ago. Here, even attached the keepsake that we gave him back then with his letter, which is why this letter is credible. Sally then passed over a metallic, hollowed-out bookmark to me. Its craftsmanship is extremely detailed, with beautiful patterns upon it. The words Tian Hui can be seen etched upon the bookmark. So it's an old client, then. Yeah, I remember this guy got framed in his job 2 years ago, and sought us for help, right? And this bookmark was given to him afterwards, since he himself worked so far away. If there's an emergency request, but he couldn't make it here, he can use this bookmark as a token of trust. If today's letter didn't come with it, we might have treated this as a hoax. I see. This is well thought out. So how is it? Don't you think this bookmark is super good looking? Look at the craftsmanship and these motive etchings. Say, will you believe me if I tell you that this is an authentic 100% handmade product? Chrono suddenly leaned close to me while whispering mysteriously. Purely handmade? Something of such quality? Have a guess. Where did we obtain this bookmark, or who made it? Chrono, no more digression. Focus on the consignment here. Mosea interrupted, breaking up this humorous talk. Chrono looked at Mosea with a shrug and a smile, then returned to his normal expression. Fine, I'll stop. Hey, what is it? You're leaving me anticipated with your words unfinished. You were seriously interested in stuff unrelated to our commission, Tex. Fine. I assume that you still remember what we're discussing here. A chilling aura suddenly erupted from beside me. As I flinched in fear, I immediately stopped myself from talking further. Of course, I know. We're discussing this commission about the demon calamity. And are there any further questions you want to ask about this? If not, we'll be heading out soon. Oh, right. Isn't Liquan Town in Zhijiao? Would it be much easier to let Tianhehui and Baiyu deal with this then? That would be too much to ask from them. Liquan's situated right at the borders of Zhijiao, while Tianhehui and Baiyu's destination is the center of Zhijiao. They won't be anywhere near Liquan. There's another point I'm uncertain about. Why did the Zhijiao local government refuse their request for assistance? This concerns the lives of civilians here. Logically speaking, demon calamity is taken very seriously by the royal court, and Liquan is the new epicenter of the Emperor's alchemy policy, so the local governor should be paying attention to this, but alas, I am confused as to the lack of response as well. The only reason I can think of is that Liquan is located on the very borderline of Zhijiao, and their region is hard, even for the Zhijiao government to govern over. And now, for this to happen, they couldn't interfere any further either. These are innocent lives we're talking about. If the government simply stayed silent, were they leaving the locals on their own? Maybe to them, Liquan Town, other than the new alchemy pills industry that rose this past year, provides no economic benefits at all. Moreover, Liquan Town is located so far away to receive proper supervision, so there are all sorts of troubles happening repeatedly. Even though the situation got slightly better ever since the alchemy industry started over the past year. But nevertheless, in the eyes of the higher-ups, Liquan is simply a portion that can be sacrificed harmlessly. And due to the calamity, the last artery of Liquan, their alchemy industry was destroyed too. This would mean Liquan, as of now, provides no more value to them. Liquan will remain as a rotten piece of flesh even if it was bandaged back up. It will still be akin to a tumor of the body. Now, with the last wrappings of bandages falling off, shearing this piece of flesh off is only a matter of time. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!